Good evening, sports fans. It's game day, playoffs, week number 2 of the MHSAA playoffs, and it's the district playoff game. It is November 7th, 2014, Walled Lake Central. The Vikings come in at 8-2 on the road at West Bloomfield Lakers. This is the Avis Ford Credit Crew pregame show. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. I'm Dan Pelchat, Matt Boyer on camera, and we should be in for a dandy tonight. West Bloomfield, in only their 4th playoff appearance ever in school history, hosting the Walled Lake Central Vikings. This is their 9th playoff appearance, and West Bloomfield comes in with only one loss to this defending state champion Clarkston. They had a tough game in week 9 against Southfield. They won by 3 points, 16-13. Walled Lake Central dropped to Northville and Walled Lake Western during the regular season, and they could have their hands full tonight stopping an offense from West Bloomfield that has a plethora of weapons. So stick around. We'll be back with the opening kickoff here in a moment. Jacob Phillips to kick off for the Lakers. Deep to return for Walled Lake Central, number 5, Nick Crum. And the big man gets us started. A short kick will be fielded at the 29. Trying to find a lane in the middle, number 2. That's Parker Krupik on the carry. Tackle made by number 13, Garrett Wynn. And that's where Walled Lake Central will start 1st and 10 with their first possession here tonight at their own 32-yard line. This first quarter of play being brought to you by Avis Ford Credit Crew. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. They have one of the lowest rejection rates in the state of Michigan. Again, that's aviscreditcrew.com. 1st and 10 Vikings. We are just underway. 11:58 to play first quarter. Coming out in the I formation. Give to the deep back. And he's able to fight his way up for about 5. Krupik the carrier. Eddie Wilson in on the tackle will make it 2nd and 5. This first quarter of play also being brought to you by highlevelmarketing.com. They can improve your website you already have or start from scratch and get you that #1 search result on Google. That's High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. Vikings come to the line facing a 2nd and a long 5. Ace formation. Give up the middle, and he is met immediately.
Brought down by number 99, Jalen Lewis.
Jalen Lewis in on the tackle. Did not see who carried the ball.
3rd and 8 for the Vikings at their own 35-yard.
Vikings will face their first 3rd and long. We know they like to run the football. Single back, number 23, Zach Gore. Looks like offsides, and that'll get the Vikings down into a little bit more of a running situation. Instead of 3rd and 8, they'll now face 3rd and 3.
Offsides against West Bloomfield.
And we kind of wondered aloud if the experience of being in a playoff game would play a factor. We didn't get a chance to mention that really in the pregame show, with this only being the Lakers' 4th playoff game in school history. Would experience play a factor here tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Krupp under center. Gives to 2, and he is taking a few shots there. That's Parker Krupik. And he will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 3. Brings up 4th down in a punting situation for the Vikings. 9:35 and counting to play first quarter. We are scoreless.
On the play, that'll bring up a 4th. Punt by Crum.
Crum was deep to punt, tried to sell the running into the kicker. Gets a great Viking roll inside the 15, and it'll be down at the 12. And that's where the high-powered Laker offense will start 1st and 10. 9:03 to play first quarter. Being brought to you by Avis Ford and the Avis Ford Credit Crew. And High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com.
You can save extra every day on everyday items, plus make shopping easier with online.
West Bloomfield will come out in the shotgun. Based on the film we saw this week, that's what they will be in nearly every snap, and they will get the Vikings to jump off sides. Will make it 1st and 5 and give them a little breathing room from inside their own 15. At quarterback for the Lakers.
1st down and 5 for the Lakers at their own 17-yard line.
Tristan Jackson at quarterback, for the Lakers. Give to 2, that's Michael King. He has got extreme speed. He'll have enough for the 1st down.
Down by number 21, Jeff Brawl. Pickup of approximately 10 on the play. 1st and 10 Lakers at their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10 Lakers. Give his again to King. Brought down by number 29, Ethan Rodriguez.
Down by a host of Vikings, including number 21, Jeff Prawl.
Jeff Prawl also in on the tackle.
2nd and 4.
Jackson with King in the backfield to give his to him again. Signaling that the ball came out. We'll have to see, as he was stopped just short of a 1st down around the 36. The Vikings pointing several times that they have it. Still no signal from the officials. And it appears as if West Bloomfield will retain possession. 3rd and short for West Bloomfield. Their only loss on the season came to undefeated Clarkston in a shootout. Jackson again out of the gun, gives to King. He'll have the 1st down. Should be down around the 37.5-yard line. 7:05 to play first quarter. Being brought to you by the Avis Ford Credit Crew. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com and High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com.
First and 10 West Bloomfield at their own 38-yard line.
Jackson with King in motion. Give us to King. Looking to get outside. He's got a lane. Nice open field tackle on the far side. Tough to see that number. Sokolowski in on the tackle.
King pickup of approximately 8 yards on the play. Call it 2nd and 2.
Nothing beats good sportsmanship. A great game in sports is when your team puts it all together, but it's not just how you execute as an athlete, it's how it's executed as a person. Showing good references and respect, it's showing confidence and character, it's showing skillfulness and sportsmanship. Now that's a game. Nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Quarterback keeper by Jackson. He's got some room on the far side. Nice open field tackle again. Looked like 28 maybe. Nope, 20. Josh Lineback And that may have been a touchdown-saving tackle with the speed they have in this backfield for the Lakers. We'll have it 1st and 10 inside Viking territory now.
At the Viking 45.
Jackson out of the gun, King in motion. Play action to King, back to pass. Jackson has room. He's going to take off with it. And he'll step out of bounds inside the 35 to about the 34. He'll have enough for a Laker first down. Good decision there. He saw the space and took it. Tough defensively to cover all the options.
1st and 10 West Bloomfield at the central 34-yard line.
Jackson with the give to Sanders. He's going to have a pickup inside to the 30-yard line. Makes it 2nd and 7. 5:34 and counting to play first quarter if you're just joining us. We are scoreless. West Bloomfield hosting the Walled Lake Central Vikings in this Michigan High School Athletic Association district playoff game. Jackson back to pass. Now bounces it outside. Under pressure, we got a flag. Throws back across his body, complete. He'll have enough for the first down momentarily. Let's see what the flag is in the area of holding. Penalty will force the Lakers back to the Viking 45. They'll face 2nd and about 21. Defense with a chance to get off the field here. Screen pass. Got it to King. Able to get outside. Great tackle. Number 22, Drake Temple. Minimal gain on the screen pass, and that'll force a 3rd and long. Again, this first quarter of play being brought to you by our good friends at Avis Ford and the Avis Ford Credit Crew. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. They'll get you in that reliable vehicle so you can get back and forth to work. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. Jackson back to pass, under pressure, now dumps it off to King. King turned in, breaks several tackles across the 35 before he'll be gang tackled. And aggressive whistle blowing, but and a push. We'll see how this gets sorted out. No flags as of yet. 4th and 13-ish. 3:50 and counting to play first quarter. Interesting, you're kind of in no man's land here. You punt, you gain a net of maybe 20, not even 15, sorry. And as explosive as this Laker offense is, it looks as if they'll go for it. Big play here early on in this district playoff game. 3:24 and counting first quarter. We're tied at 0. The Vikings defense with a chance to get a stop. Jackson back to pass, middle screen. Has a man, ball's on the ground, scooped up, and now the other way. A huge play for the defense. He'll be across midfield. That's number 3, Jakari Robinson with a big play. And the crowd comes to life with 3:07 to play first quarter. Walled Lake Central will have it 1st and 10 across midfield at the Laker 49. Central. Krupp gonna keep it. Gonna try and bounce it offside. He sold the option well, but he'll get a minimal gain. Be marked down at about the 47. Brings up 2nd and 8. I'm sorry, Crum on that carry. Under 2.5 to play first quarter. Scoreless at West Bloomfield High School in the shadows of Orchard Lake Road. They call it the Swamp. Crum on the option, pitches it to Gore, and he'll be stopped for a loss. I'm sorry, that was Krupik on the carry. We'll bring up 3rd and 13. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Again, we'd like to thank our first quarter sponsors, Avis Ford and the Avis Ford Credit Crew. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. They'll get you in a reliable vehicle with the lowest rejection rate in the state of Michigan. And High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. They can improve your website you already have or start from scratch and get you that #1 search result on Google. That's High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. I formation. Kroom sells it. Now backside screen. Minimal gain. Great job by the Laker defense to snuff that out. Punting situation for the Vikings. 1:11 and counting. First quarter. Crum deep to punt. Low snap. Crum gonna go with it. And he'll be brought down well short of the first down. West Bloomfield will start 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
West Bloomfield will take over.
Lakers will come out in the gun with 2 tailbacks. Read option to King, and you're going to get a cowboy collar here probably. Really the only option he had to bring him down.
Flag on the play. Personal foul, first collar against the Vikings.
Will be a 15-yard penalty. Just 36 seconds left to play first quarter. That'll put the Lakers down at the Walled Lake Central 37.
First and 10 Lakers at the Viking 37.
Jackson, play action, back to pass. Buys time, throws a beautiful ball just out of the reach of his intended receiver, number 2, Michael King. Makes it 2nd and 10, just 18 seconds left to play in this first quarter at West Bloomfield High School. Give us to King out of the backfield, and he'll be eaten up. Number 6 and company, Prince. With a big tackle for loss, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. It'll make it 3rd and long for the Lakers. We're tied at 0. We'll be back with the second quarter of action in a moment. Third down and 16 for the Lakers as they start the second quarter. We're tied at 0 in this district playoff game in the Division I. Jackson buying time, throws a ball, has a man incomplete inside the 10 to the 6. Will be marked inside the 5. And it looks like number 3, Aaron Bates, on the reception. It'll be 1st and goal, Lakers at the Viking 4. Sanders with the carry up the middle. Vikings D will hold. Makes it 2nd and goal from about the 3. Second quarter of play being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course and South Lyon Orthodontics. Man hurrying off the field. High snap. Wildcat type formation as that was snapped to number 11. Jalen Neely. 3rd and goal from the 1 now. Neely again bowling his way. I don't know if he got in. And he didn't. Great effort by the Viking D. And now it's decision time for the Lakers and head coach Ron Bellamy, the former Wolverine. Just under the 10.5-minute mark here in the second quarter. We are scoreless. 4th and goal for the Lakers inside the Viking 1. Crowd comes to life. Lakers out of the gun. Incomplete on the slant pass. And the Viking D will hold. It looked like there may have been a miscommunication on the Viking side of things, but the bad throw bailed him out. And a huge goal line stand for Walled Lake Central. Exactly 10 minutes left on the clock here in the second quarter. They'll take over right about their own 1-yard line. So definitely not out of the woods yet. We'll try and get some breathing room here. We'll see what Crum and the option offense can do.
Vikings at their own 1-yard line.
Great job and effort by that Central defense to hold. I believe Crum kept it. Very tough to tell. Okay, nope. Stoney told me it was Zach Gore. Second down and 10 for the Vikings inside their own 1-yard line. Crum going to keep on the bootleg. Has him in. Incomplete. Great effort by both the quarterback and number 15, Ryan Kalis. Kalis, and 3rd and 10 now for the Vikings inside their own 1. This second quarter of action being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course. Golf season may be over, but Moose Ridge features a beautiful Montana Lodge-style clubhouse, perfect for wedding receptions and holiday parties. Call the Pro Shop at 248-446-9030 to schedule your outings and events. MooseRidgeGolf.com. Definitely one of the most beautiful courses in the area if you get a chance to get out there. I would suggest you bring an extra sleeve or 2 of golf balls. High formation for the Vikings. Really a goal line formation as they try to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Man, oh man, not much there.
Pick up of maybe 1 or 2.
Man, the spot has him, looks like no gain. Brings up 4th down, and the Vikings will be forced to punt from the back of their own end zone, and this is never a good situation. The Vikings' last punting situation had a low snap that turned into a fire play and came up well short of the first down. Vikings will come out tight. Crum does a great job of getting some height on it. Fielded at the 34, and a great job by the punt team, number 24 for the Vikings. That is Richard Erpelding. Jackson and the Lakers will start at the Walled Lake 36. Give us to King. Gets to the outside. He'll take a shot, but not before he picks up 6 or 7. Prince in on the tackle. Late read option. Jackson keeps it. He'll have a first down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. 7:21 left to play second quarter as the clock will stop as the chains move. Would also like to thank Southline Orthodontics. Since 1999, Dr. Garrett and her team have helped their patients get beautiful smiles in a warm, family-friendly environment. The entire team is dedicated to making their patients' orthodontic experience comfortable, enjoyable, and rewarding. Passes away, wide open over the middle. Complete to number 6. That's Navon Mosley.
Complete to Navon Mosley.
He'll be brought down inside the Viking 10.
Brought down by Ethan Rodriguez.
Will be first and goal again for the Lakers.
First and goal.
Looked like the ball may have came out. Yes, Jackson kept it. Nice play there by the Viking D. 6:40 and counting to play second quarter. We are still tied at zeros in this district playoff game, the second round of the MHSAA state playoffs at West Bloomfield High School.
At the Viking 9.
Passes away on the fade route, has a man, incomplete, and a great heads-up play by number 2 in the defensive backfield, Parker Krupik. As you, back in the day, you would have been flagged for that. And now we got a timeout on the field. Timeout Lakers, 6:09 to play second quarter. We are scoreless. Third down and goal for the Lakers from inside the Viking 10. Jackson back to pass, pump fake. Finds a man underneath, it's King, and he'll be met immediately by number 33, Thomas Branoff, and the Viking D holds. Bellamy and the Lakers will not go for it this time as the field goal unit will come on and attempt what will be a 25-yard field goal from dead center. No gimmies at this level, though. Snap high, and it's a fake. Old Les Miles play. and the Vikings were ready for it. Big play again. 2 stops inside the 10-yard line, and we remain scoreless. 5:16 to play, second quarter. Wow. Zach Gower, the lone setback for the Vikings. Crum under center. He's going to keep it after the fake, and he's got some room. And he'll be across the 20 and have a first down for the Vikings. And some breathing room for that matter. 5:10 left to play, second quarter being brought to you by the beautiful Moose Ridge Golf Course. Golf season may be over, but Moose Ridge features a beautiful Montana Lodge-style clubhouse, perfect for wedding receptions and holiday parties. Call them at the clubhouse, 248-446-9030, or at mooseridgegolf.com. Gower again, the lone back. Krupik in motion. Crum going to keep it. Ooh, he takes a shot to the knee, fights it off, and stumbles his way for a pickup of 6. Vikings come out, I formation. Gower, the power back. Give to the deep back. It's number 2, Parker Krupik, and he's got some room across midfield to the 40, down to the 30, inside the 25 to the 20. He'll be marked down at the 19 as he's chased down by number 1, Obi Jackson, on the touchdown saving tackle. And with 3:57 to play second quarter, the Vikings are in business. After 2 huge defensive stands inside the 10, one of which had a 4th and goal from inside the 1 and a fake field goal from 25 yards out. Both came up empty, and now the Vikings inside the red zone for the first time after a gashing run from number 2, Parker Krupik. Vikings again come out in the eye. Crum going to keep it on the bootleg. Well, actually just a design keeper. And he'll be short of the line of scrimmage. This second quarter of play also being brought to you by South Lyon Orthodontics. Since 1999, Dr. Garrett and her team have helped their patients get beautiful smiles and a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. The entire team is dedicated to making their patients' orthodontic experience comfortable, enjoyable, and rewarding. SouthLyonOrthodontics.net. Second down and 12 for the Vikings at the Laker 21. Inside handoff to number 29. That is Ethan Rodriguez. Solid pickup inside to the 15. Will make it 3rd and about 6. 3:10 and counting to play second quarter. Did you know you can be a referee? Why do they officiate? Some love the participation in educational athletics provides to young people. Some enjoy watching young people develop as players and people throughout their school sports careers. Others like to travel. To become a registered high school game official, call or click MHSAA. You can be a referee. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Give up the middle to the big man, number 23, Zach Gower. And we'll see. Going to bring up 4th and about 3. Okay, now as they set that, it looks like 4th and 2. Crum in the offense will stay on the field. 4th and 2 from just outside the Laker 10. Looked like he may have tried to sell him on the hard count. A timeout, Vikings. 1:54 left to play, second quarter. Vikings will come out of the timeout with the field goal unit on the field. Number 37, Ben Prestel, on to attempt what will be a 28-yard field goal from the left hash. No good. Hooked it to the left and will remain scoreless. 1:54 remaining to play in this second quarter between the Walled Lake Central Vikings and the West Bloomfield Lakers in this district playoff game.
With 1:54 left in the
Jackson out of the gun. He'll keep it on the option. Not much doing.
Jackson on the tackle.
Number 80 in on the tackle for the Vikings.
Brought down by number 80,
Adi Agundaje on the tackle. Thank you, Mike Stone, the PA announcer here at West Bloomfield High School, helping me out with the enunciations. Pass over the middle, picked off. He's got some blockers on the near sideline. Inside the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Vikings. Number 29, Ethan Rodriguez with the big play. And they will draw first blood on an offensive touchdown. 1:18 left to play in the second quarter. And with 1:18 to play in the second quarter, it appears as if the Vikings and Crum will go for two. Give on the end around, and he walks in. Parker Krupik, who had a huge run earlier, punches it in for the two-point conversion, and the Vikings take an 8-0 lead with 1:18 left to play in the second quarter in this district playoff game at West Bloomfield High School. Ben Prestel on to kick off for the Vikings. The Lakers do have 2 timeouts remaining with 1:18 left to play in this second quarter. They trail the Vikings 8-0. Little mid-range squibbler will be fielded by number 3, Aaron Bates. And that's where the Lakers will start. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Jackson out of the gun. Play action up the middle, now outside to King. King with a couple moves across the 35 and across the 40. He is shifty even when you have him in traffic. Clock will stop as the chains move. He had enough for the first down across to the 43. 1:08. Chains are set. Giving them a little home field advantage here. Now the clock will run. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Jackson. Back to pass. Quick pass to King again. Spin move across midfield and out of bounds. He'll be right at the 50. 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Second quarter being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course, mooseridgegolf.com, and Southline Orthodontics at southlineorthodontics.net. Trips to the near side. Jackson, 3-step drop, fires. We have a flag down. That ball had some mustard on it. We'll see what the flag is. Just 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Vikings lead West Bloomfield 8-0. Penalty was declined. Brings up 3rd and 3. There's an illegal shift. 4 wide receivers out of the gun. Jackson back to pass, on the move now, buying time. Fires out of bounds. Brings up 4th down and a little over 3 yards at midfield. We've seen this team make what would kind of be, I guess, risky decisions to the fundamentalist. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here with 45 seconds left. They went for it twice. Once was a fake field goal. Once it was 4th and goal from inside the 1. They're going to burn a timeout now. That will be their 2nd timeout. And they're going to talk it over. 45 seconds left, 2nd quarter. 4th and 3. The Lakers going to go for it from midfield. And now a timeout by Central. I think that's a good call. Just make sure everyone's got their assignment here as they came out in 5 wide. 4th down and 3, and here we go. 5 wide, Jackson out of the gun, back to pass. Buying time, he's pinched up the middle, and he'll have enough for the 1st down. Across the 46 to about the 45, 44 and a half. Clock stops till the chains are set. Clock starts running now. Fires, fade route, man wide open. Incomplete, intended for number 2, that's King. 31 seconds left, 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Lakers at the Viking 45-yard line.
The Lakers at the Viking 45.
Jackson again out of the gun, back to pass. Buying time, has a man in and out of the hands of Obi Jackson, his brother. Will bring up 3rd and 10, 24 seconds left to play, 2nd quarter. The Vikings the lead, 8-0. Third down and 10 for the Lakers. Trying to get something on the board before the break. Back to pass again. He's got time. Looks like a blatant hold. Complete inside the 35 to the 30. He'll step out of bounds wisely at about the 28-yard line. I don't know how you missed that holding call there. Navon Mosley with the catch. He is a big kid. They only got him listed at 5'11", 180. Must be the pads. 14 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Central leading West Bloomfield by 8. 1 timeout left for the Lakers as they close in on the red zone. Back to pass again. Floater. Got him. Touchdown. Oh! Oh, man, he lost it out the back of the end zone. The official gave up on the play. It'll be a touchdown for the Lakers. Obi Jackson. And with just 9 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, the Lakers are on the board. An action-packed 2nd quarter will draw to a close here. The Lakers will be content being down 1. Walled Lake Central 8, West Bloomfield Lakers 7. 9 seconds left to play in the 2nd quarter. Onside kick will be picked up by the Lakers. 8 seconds left. They'll have it at the Central 43-yard line. And I don't know what happened there. He looks like the coaching staff is saying they touched the ball before it went 10 yards. But from the reaction we got from the officiating crew, it is Laker ball. So we'll see, and that's what it signaled. And, you know, we might be filming in HD, but they don't look for our replay. Not that we would have one anyway. So with 8 seconds left, the Lakers do have a timeout to where if they could hit a skinny post or hell, even an out route to get into field goal range, they've got a chance to get 3 here.
1st and 10 Lakers at the Central 43.
Big turn of events here late in the second quarter. Yeah, that's... No one was set on that far side. Delay a game. It was either or. That'll push him back 5. Fires to King. He's got room. Inside the 35, he'll step out of bounds. 5 seconds left in the second quarter. They still have a timeout to where they could run something off tackle to the right and see if they could get a little closer for the field goal kicker. We'll have to see.
2nd and 3 at the Viking 36.
Definitely a home field clock runner there with only 3 seconds running off. Puts it up into the end zone. It will be offensive interference. And that should do it. Well, there's still 2 seconds left on the clock. Who is running this clock? Spartan Bob? Pass interference will be declined. Or it'll be Walled Lake Central's ball at their own 17. And I would think they would be content getting to the half. Okay. On the PA, they said that the clock did hit 0. That will do it for the end of the first half. Your score, Walled Lake Central Vikings 8, the West Bloomfield Lakers 7. Folks, stick around. We should be in for a great second half. Ben Prestel on to kick off for the Central Vikings. Deep to return for the Lakers, number 13, Garrett Wynn. In an onside kick, and we got an immediate flag. I liked it, though. So after the penalty on Central, that'll back them up 5, and they'll re-kick. And now they'll pooch it, be fielded at the 40-yard line. Great open field tackle. Number 34, George Pastor. A loss on the return, and the Lakers will start 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. We are just underway in the third quarter. Your score, Walled Lake Central 8, West Bloomfield 7. This third quarter of play being brought to you by the historic South Lyon Hotel. No trip to South Lyon is complete without a stop at the historic South Lyon Hotel. Check out their new menu this fall when you're coming through South Lyon for all the great Kensington Lake sports action. First possession of the second half for the Lakers. Middle delayed screen.
Jackson pass is complete.
To Obi Jackson, Tristan's brother. Not a lot doing. We'll get up to about the 36.
Down by number 22, Drake Temple, and number 6, Prince.
A little more than I thought originally.
4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Actually, we marked at the 37. Give up the middle. It's number 20. That's Sanders. And he'll be spotted enough for the first down at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 Lakers, their own 43.
Quarterback going to keep it on the option keeper. On the outside, down the sideline, tiptoes out of bounds. But not until he reaches the central 35-yard line. This third quarter of action also being brought to you by Kim Champ, Real Estate Specialist, 248-417-0737, or at kimchamp.com. The Kensington Lakes area is one of the fastest growing communities in the country. You would be crazy to not have Kim Champ as your real estate specialist. She has been living and working in the Kensington Lakes area for over 25 years. That's Kim Champ, multi-million-dollar producer, real estate specialist, 248-417-0737, or at kimchamp.com. Pickup of about 3 on that first down play. Brings up 2nd and 7. 10:20 and counting to play, third quarter. In this second round MHSAA playoff game, Division I. Between Walled Lake Central and the West Bloomfield Lakers. Central leading at 8-7. Opening possession of the second half. Screen pass to King and spin moves his way down to the 20, maybe a little more. First and 10, West Bloomfield. Quarterback keeps it, ball's on the ground. Recovered by Central, number 22. Drake Temple. And what a play by this defense. They just keep finding ways to answer the bell. What looked like a methodical drive from the Lakers to open this half. And the Viking D comes up with a turnover. 9:42 to play third quarter. Central's offense will start 1st and 10 at their own 29.5-yard line.
Just outside their own 30.
Crum with the give to the deep back. Out of the I formation, he'll be met by 3 defenders around the 31-yard line.
Brought down by Jordan Swanigan and Eddie Wilson.
$9:20 left to play in this third quarter, being brought to you by the historic South Lyon Hotel and Kim Champ, Real Estate Specialist, 248-417-0737, or at kimchamp.com. Second down and 8, or along 7 for the Vikings at their own 32-yard line. Crum out of the gun, looking for space, nowhere to go. Brought down at about the 30, be a loss of a couple.
Jalen Lewis and Justin Hollins on the tackles. A loss of 2 brings up a 3rd and 10.
Highlights and scores from football games across the state can be found every Friday night at midnight on MHSAA Football Friday Overtime on Fox Sports Detroit. Join Mickey York, Rob Rubik as they break down the action, including highlights produced by schools in the MHSAA School Broadcast Program. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like the Lakers recovered it. Number 11, Jalen Neely. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lakers at the central 29-yard line. Huge turnover there, because at least if you can hold on to it and punt it, you're winning the field position battle. 7:56 left to play, third quarter. We're in a 1-point game. Central leads 8-7. End around on the reverse, set it up nicely. Jackson out the lead block. Still in bounds inside the 10 to the 5. First and goal, West Bloomfield at the central 2. 7:45 left to play, third quarter. A reverse to Navon Mosley, and a great job lead blocking there by Tristan Jackson. Nearly took out 2 Central Vikings. Well, not really took them out, but took them out of the play. Ball's on the ground, a bad snap. Jackson jumps on it back at the 13. And problems continue for the Lakers inside the 10-yard line. 7:30 and counting to play, third quarter, being brought to you by the historic South Lyon Hotel. If you're ever in South Lyon between 2 and 4, they do the buckboard with dollar specials on food. And of course, Kim Champ Real Estate Specialist, 248-417-0737, bringing you this third quarter. Under pressure, able to break off 2 tackles. And now Jackson will go down back and around the 19-yard line. Great effort to shake 2 what looked like for sure sacks. And then he may have taken a pretty big shot there, and things look to be getting a little chippy down there maybe. 6:45 and counting in this third quarter, where Walled Lake Central leads it 8-7 over the Lakers of West Bloomfield. We're at West Bloomfield High School. Third and goal from near the 20-yard line. Jackson back to pass out of the gun. Buying time. Overthrown, incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 18-yard line, and a field goal opportunity. Will be about a 35-yarder, I would assume, with 6:02 to play in the third quarter. Based on the extra point we saw earlier, I feel like the kids got the leg for it. But like we said earlier, when they went with the fake, there are no gimmies at this level. Number 36 is on for the kick. That is Ari Goldberg. Snap is down, kick is up, and it looks short. And it is no good. So with 6:02 left to play third quarter, the Vikings defense holds again in the red zone. And they cling to a 1.8-7 lead as the offense will head to the field. Central going to spread them out of the gun. Crum. Look at quarterback power, now backs out, throws downfield, has a man, came back to the ball and maybe broke up an interception as number 6, Navon Mosley was lurking in the area. A nice heads-up play
Broken up by Navon Mosley.
by the intended receiver. I believe that was number 2, Parker Krupik. 5:57 left to play in this third quarter. Being brought to you by Kim Champ, real estate specialist. 248-417-0737 or kimchamp.com. And the historic South Lyon Hotel in downtown South Lyon. Great food and a new menu there at the South Lyon Hotel. Give to the deep back. It's Krupik, and he'll be across the 25 to about the 26. Nice run there to make it third and manageable.
And number 11, Jalen Neely, bringing up a third and a long 4.
Crum with Gour and Krupik in the backfield. Quarterback keeps it on the delayed draw, and he's going to get a great spot and a flag. And you know what? They have really been towing the line with that all game. And I believe that's going to be a 15-yarder on the Lakers, and it is. So whether or not Crum had the first down is now irrelevant. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Central Vikings at their own 45.5-yard line. 5:07 left to play, third quarter. Central leads it 8-7. Out of the gun. Quarterback on the design keeper. Crum will pick up maybe 3. Looks like it'll be spotted at about the 48. 4:35 and counting to play third quarter.
Pick up 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 Vikings.
Third quarter being brought to you again by the South Lyon Hotel and Kim Champ, real estate specialist. Best in the business in this area. 248-417-0737. Second down and 7 for the Vikings. Shotgun 5 wide for Crum. Man in motion. Gives it to 29. Trying to get outside. It's Rodriguez. He has the touchdown for the Vikings on about a 30-yard interception return. Defensive touchdown.
3rd and 5.
We'll make it 3rd and 5. Central across midfield now into Laker territory. Under 3.5 to play third quarter. Sells it well, but brought down. An incredible one-handed tackle by Jalen Lewis. Looked like Crum had him beat to the outside, but 99 got a paw on him and brought him down. Loss of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a punting situation for Central. Deep to return for the Lakers will be number 2, Michael King.
Formation, Michael King, back to receive.
Crum will punt. Jack of all trades for this Vikings team. Ooh, bad snap. Able to get it away. Knuckler near the near sideline will die inside the 25 at about the 22-yard line. 2:23 left to play third quarter, where Walled Lake Central leads it 8-7.
First and 10 Lakers at their own 22-yard line.
Lakers will start 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun formation, King in motion. Jackson will keep it on the option keeper.
Jackson.
He'll be across the 25 to, we'll say the 26. You'll take 4 yards on first down any day of the week. 2:05 and counting to play third quarter. If you're just joining us, Walled Lake Central has prevented West Bloomfield from scoring 3 times inside their own red zone. King trying to get outside. Great tackle by 22. Drake Temple, a loss of 6 or 7 on the play, will bring up 3rd and long. Great job to not lose contain on a young man that just has amazing speed in number 2, King. Approaching the 1-minute mark now of this third quarter. Jackson gonna take off. He's got the first down across the 35 to the 36 and steps out of bounds. 49 seconds left to play in this third quarter. And a just big play by the quarterback there for the Lakers on 3rd and forever.
First and 10 Lakers at their own 36-yard line.
Jackson will give it to 6. That's Mosley. He'll get across the 40. Pickup of about 6 on the play.
4 yards on the carry.
Closer to 4 now after the spot. 30 seconds left in this third quarter and counting.
Again the G on the tackle.
Jackson going to keep it on the option keeper and eating up. Number 80 in there to start it. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 or 7 depending on the spot. And it looks like we have an injured Viking down on the field. It is number 80, Ade Aganaje. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. Your score, Walled Lake Central 8, West Bloomfield 7. I would suggest you stick around for this fourth quarter as we've got a ball game here at West Bloomfield High School in this district playoff game on November 7th, 2014. 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Lakers. First play here of the fourth quarter. Screen pass fires to King. He's across the 40 and he'll be across the 45 depending on the spot. Ooh, this could get interesting. The near official looks like he's got him marked short,
Nicholas Tinson on the tackle for Walled Lake Central,
which would bring up a 4th down and 1.
Sets up a 4th and 1. There will be a timeout for a measurement.
After the measurement, it comes up 4th and 1. And we have a stoppage. The officials are going to talk things over here. And we're back at it. Quarterback power out of the Wildcat. It looked like he'll have it near midfield. First down and a late flag. And 2 of them. It's going to be a first down for the Lakers. Then we got a dead ball, personal foul against the Lakers. And I'll tell you what, we're short our color guy, Steve Vitti, who does a great job. And I'm still talking like he's here, but just some undisciplined play from the top down here from this Lakers team. It has put them in the position they're at right now. 11:41 left to play, 4th quarter. Walled Lake Central leads it 8-7. Now see, I may be wrong here. I thought those chains were supposed to stay where the first down was, and it backs it up 15. But here's King on the screen pass in the open field. He'll step out, first down.
At the Viking 47-yard line, first down Lakers.
This 4th quarter of play being, well, we'll get it after this play. Shotgun formation for Jackson. King in motion. And we got a flag. Dead ball. False start. 4th quarter being brought to you by the New Hudson Inn. The New Hudson Inn is Oakland County's oldest building, operating since 1831. With daily specials and a fantastic menu, you gotta have their bacon cheeseburger. I would vote it the best around. The New Hudson Inn. Good food, good people. Make sure you tell them KLSTV.com sent you. Play action to King. Back to pass Jackson. He's hit as he throws, and it's ruled incomplete. And gun to my head, it looked like the arm was going forward from here. We got a pretty good look at it. We're about dead even with the line. We'll bring up 2nd down and 15. This 4th quarter of action being brought to you by Bob's Barber and Styling, 486-0808. Walk-ins are always welcome at Bob's. Bob has a very talented staff on hand, not to mention the official stylist of Kensington Lake Sports Television. Out of the gun, 4 wide now for the Lakers. Back to pass. Jackson steps up to buy time. He's got it. Fires a beautiful ball, but incomplete. With 11:10 to play in this 4th quarter, we'll bring up 3rd and 15. Just to finish that out, Bob's Barber and Styling, 486-0808 in downtown South Lyon. One of the best stylists around. Your score here at West Bloomfield High School. Walled Lake Central 8. The West Bloomfield Lakers 7 in this 2nd round playoff game of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. 3rd down and 15. I think it's late enough in this to start calling it a big one. Big 3rd down. Bunch formation to the right. Out of the gun. Jackson has time. Happy feet. Fires. And nearly intercepted. Wow. You know what? It was almost too... It was too good. It hit him right where you hate it. Right in the hands. Great defensive effort there by Central. Will force 4th down and 15 in a punting situation with 11:03 left in the 4th. But you really can't sleep on anything. This Lakers team hasn't really followed the traditionalist football rules here today and how they operate. Punts away. Fair catch called for at the 24. Wisely That's number 5 and the quarterback, Nick Crum. The broadcast of today's game is copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Kensington Lake Sports Television. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Kensington Lake Sports Television. 10:57 left to play, fourth quarter. Your score, Walled Lake Central 8, West Bloomfield 7. Buckle up, we're in for a finish. Central will have it 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. This fourth quarter of play being brought to you by the New Hudson Inn, Oakland County's oldest building, operating since 1831. For those of you keeping score at home, that's pre-Civil War. So stew on that for a minute. 5 wide here for the Vikings now. Out of the gun. Nick Crum gonna keep it. Finds a lane. He'll be across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. He'll bring up 2nd and 4. Also bringing you this fourth quarter of play, Bob's Barber and Styling in downtown South Lyon, 486-0808. If you're looking for the most professional stylist in the area, you're looking for Bob's Barber and Styling in downtown South Lyon. Single back, Crum under center. Crum gonna keep it. Gets to the outside, has some room. He'll have a first down across the 35 to about the 38 before he's pushed back. And that'll be good enough for a Walled Lake Central first down. 10:05 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. We'll stop until the chains move.
Injury.
Ethan Rodriguez was the injured Viking on the play. Had to be helped off the field. Hopefully he's all right. He was not putting a lot of weight on that ankle, though. And that would be a big blow, as he's been a huge contributor in this game tonight. Short gain on that one. Will bring up 2nd and long as we approach the 9.5-minute mark. Your score, Walled Lake Central 8, West Bloomfield 7 in this district playoff game on November 7th, 2014. I'm Dan Pelchat, alongside Matt Boyer on camera, and this is a KLSTV.com presentation. Single back look for the Vikings. Ooh, we looked early there, but no call. Not much doing there as Parker Krupik was on the carry. He struggled to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd and a long 11. 8:42 and counting to play, fourth quarter.
That's up a 3rd and 10 for the Vikings.
Quads to the near side. Kroom rolls. Now going to cut. Protects the football as he gets across the 40 wisely, because he will be gang tackled at about the 43. He'll be well short of the first down, but the clock will continue to run. Under 8 minutes now. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Pick up a 5, 4th and 5. Formation, King in return formation.
King deep to return. He is dangerous, folks. Crum Looked like he thought about maybe taking off with it. I like his idea of not punting it to King, though. Rolls towards the center of the field and will die at about the 22.5-yard line. 7:15 to play, fourth quarter. Your score, Walled Lake Central 8. West Bloomfield 7. Trips to the far side for Jackson. Sanders the lone back. Now Jackson under pressure. Steps up, throws a floater. Incomplete. 7:08 left to play, fourth quarter. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lakers. The 9-1 Lakers. Only loss this season came to Clarkston, the defending Division I state champs. Walled Lake Central fell to their rival Walled Lake Western earlier this season. Was able to hold on for a share of the KLAA North Division title. They also lost in Northville back in week 2 after a weather delay. Give us to King on the option. He'll have a first down, well, or close to it. Looks like he might be marked short. Clock is running. The officials will stop the clock now for a measurement. 6:50 to play, fourth quarter. Vikings lead it 8-7. First down after the measurement. 6:45 and counting to play, fourth quarter. And a flag. False start will back him up 5. Quick little tidbit we haven't been able to drop yet is Nick Crum, the quarterback for Walled Lake Central's father, Todd, played at West Bloomfield, class of '84, went on to play at Michigan State. So a fun story there for the father and son, as the son's here to beat the alumni or give it his best shot. Fires the ball, intercepted! Across midfield now, and to the 40, 35, 30. He'll be brought down at the 25, and a huge play for the Vikings. Drake Temple. 6:14 to play, fourth quarter, as the road crowd erupts. Walled Lake Central, after another huge defensive play, we'll have it 1st and 10 at the West Bloomfield 25. Not much doing there. Is Crum, and we got a flag. Personal foul, West Bloomfield. And, you know, this is not the type of play you expect from a 9-1 football team. And credit to Walled Lake Central for not dropping down to that level. As a Laker fan or player, how do you even accept that type of play after a huge turnover, and now you've given them half the distance to the goal? Unbelievable. Someone should be running laps right now. 5:50 and counting to play, fourth quarter. Central, first down and 10 inside the 15. Crum going to keep it, looking for space. Not much there. Great effort by the West Bloomfield defense, and number 78 in on the tackle. That is Eddie Wilson Jr. Second down and 13 now, as we are under 5.5 minutes to play in the fourth. Your score, Walled Lake Central 8, West Bloomfield 7. Your scoring summary will get you after this play. Single back, now no back, and Crum will take the snap from under center. Quick pass. Get on it. And I don't know if that's a lateral or incomplete. So 4:55 left to play, fourth quarter. Your score is 8-7. Walled Lake Central leads it. Central scored to open up the scoring on about a 35-yard interception return by Rodriguez. They went for two and converted. Late, and I mean real late in the second quarter, Obi Jackson was found deep in the end zone to close this to a one-point game. There's been no scoring in the second half. I formation for the Vikings. Crum will be just sack-lunched. And you know what? I don't know if they're going to call that. That one may have been inadvertent. But, you know, you get a reputation for playing dirty, and you can't even toe the line. Boy, oh boy. Under 4.5 to go now. That's going to bring up fourth down. Clock is running. Field goal unit is on. It'll be a 38-yard attempt. Prestel. Kick is up. It's got the leg. And it is good. Big time kick from number 37. And that'll make it 11-7 and a touchdown game with 3:56 to play in the fourth quarter. The Lakers do have all three timeouts, as do the Vikings. Prestel with the short kick will be fielded and caught at the 36-37 line by number 3, Aaron Bates. And West Bloomfield will start 1st and 10 there. With 3:55 left to play in this fourth quarter, they trail Walled Lake Central 11-7. Jackson will come out with quads to the far side. And King in motion. Play action now screen to the far side. Mosley will get stuck at the 40. And a big hit there along the far sideline. Wish we saw. Looked like number 20 might have been involved. Joshua Leinbach. Handoff up the middle to King. He'll be stopped after a short gain, and he'll bring up 3rd and about 5. 3:38 and counting to play fourth quarter, being brought to you by the New Hudson Inn and Bob's Barber and Styling.
Tackle for Walled Lake Central. Adi Ogundeji.
Huge 3rd down play here as we approach the 3-minute mark. 5 wide for the Lakers. Jackson back to pass, has time, finds a man open. He'll be close to midfield, and he'll have enough for the first down. 3:06 left to play, and the clock will stop. Your score, Walled Lake Central 11. West Bloomfield 7. So the Lakers need a touchdown. King in motion. Jackson gives it to him, but he's eaten up. Number 9 in the backfield. George. They call him the BG. .237 and counting. Second down and 13 after a big stop tackle for loss. Jackson back to pass, fires over the middle. He's got King. King's got the speed, but not the ability to get to the outside as number 20, Joshua Leinbach. Man, oh man, he made that look easy. That was a huge open field tackle because if King gets the outside, that's going to be a problem. We are now under 2 minutes, 1:57 and counting. Third down and 5. Huge play. And we got illegal motion, I got to assume. And it is. This is just an undisciplined football team. And now you're looking at 3rd and 10 with 1:49 to play in regulation and counting as they wind the clock. And no one seems to know what's going on. Third down, out of the gun. Jackson with Sanders to his left. Back to pass. He's going to look to maybe run with it. He's going to be awfully close to a first down. Man, oh man, that was really close. I feel like they could have measured that. Marked just on the other side of the 40. 1:15 and counting now, fourth quarter. Jackson with the give to King. He's trying to get outside. Great tackle by number 6. That's Prince Onwenu. And a timeout on the field by the Lakers, and they had to call one. Just 64 seconds left in what has been a dandy here at West Bloomfield High School. Your score, Walled Lake Central 11. They came in 8-2 on the season. West Bloomfield 7. They came in 9-1. Here we go, second down and 11. 1:04 left to play in the fourth. West Bloomfield down 4 to Walled Lake Central. Jackson under pressure is able to break a tackle. Now on the run to the far sideline, and he gets out. And now they're going to try and get a call for a cowboy collar, but it's not going to happen. Brings up third down. And about 6. As the Central Vikings crowd comes to life. Third down and 6 for the Lakers. 5 wide for Jackson. Back to pass. Finds him. Across the 25. He'll be knocked out of bounds by number 5, Nick Crum. It'll be enough for a first down, though, with 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Central leads it 11-7. 2 timeouts remaining for the Lakers. So they have any play in the playbook available to them. Jackson back to pass. Under pressure. Buys time. Rolls to the near side. Throws back across his body. And it's intercepted. A great play by number 22, Drake Temple. And that should do it. seconds left. Walled Lake Central should knock off 9-1 West Bloomfield. Walled Lake Central will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. West Bloomfield does have 2 timeouts remaining, but it really should all be a formality. Timeout on the field, Central. Victory formation for the Vikings. Crum will just dive forward. Not a traditional victory formation, a timeout on the field. Seconds left. Again, the Vikings in victory formation. We'll see if they go about it the traditional way this time. Timeout will be called. You just worry about someone getting injured, especially as important as Crum, without just taking the knee. 24 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. West Bloomfield Lakers 7. And this one should do it. Crum under center takes the knee, and that will do it. 20 seconds and counting. Your final score tonight from West Bloomfield High School. The Walled Lake Central Vikings 11. The West Bloomfield Lakers 7. We'll be back with a quick post-game show to wrap things up. But soak it in, Vikings fans. Congratulations on a huge district playoff win. Bob Meyer accepting the district championship trophy. Here tonight at West Bloomfield High School, the Walled Lake Central Vikings pull it off. 11-7, sounds like more like a baseball score, but the celebration is on behind us. Congratulations, it was a well-played game by the Vikings. I think what you saw here tonight was a little bit of the inexperience. Boyer, go ahead and get a little bit of that if you can. Of the West Bloomfield team, whereas Walled Lake Central had been here before. You saw a team in West Bloomfield with only 4 playoff appearances really let this just eat them up. And we'll take this in. And with that, all I can really say is the Vikings played a traditionally sound football game. And congratulations. I'm Dan Pelchat for Matt Boyer on camera. Again, your final score, Walled Lake Central 11, West Bloomfield 7. Congratulations and good luck next week.